Okay, Sean, this is a little short DIY video on changing those trunk lifts, those two little gas lifts that are in the back of the truck. Okay, in the trunk rather, on the Sonata. When you get the lifts, you got to sort of prep them before you're going to install them or take the old ones off. There are these little clips, which here, I think it just focused. Little steel clips. Now this one, I've got this one pried back. That you have to wedge underneath, get a narrow screwdriver, a small narrow screwdriver, and you just sort of wiggle it underneath here a little bit. Don't slash your arm open or something, but you got to push this thing back and out a little bit. The goal is for the little clip to be sort of riding up here on the edge. It's tough to see probably from the detail of the video, and you might find that a small like needle nose pliers might be helpful, but the goal is to open up the clip a little bit, because when it's closed, that little hole in there has two little pincher arms that sort of close around on the end of the clip, and that's what keeps it secure in the car itself. So now I'm going to show you the other end, what you do in the car. So to remove the old ones, you're essentially doing the same thing. You're going to go up there. You're going to loosen that little spring clip and poke it up gently out of the way, and then you sort of walk the little arm off of the mounting stud. And when you mount the new one on, this happens to be the new one. Let's see if I can get some better light down here. Okay. Now when you're mounting the new one, this one I have pushed it onto the locating stud, and I'll just slide it off for a second just to show you. Well, hang on. If I wobble there's a little knob there. You can see them on the car, okay? That's the little joint that you're going to put these things on. And you also, by the way, sometimes they come out of the box. The ends may or may not be correctly oriented, so you might have to twist one end a little bit. Usually I twist this end, the end that's, I don't think it matters. I usually twist the end that's on the little, that's on the piston rather than the other end. So anyway, you want to slide this over, over the mounting stud like this. And then once it's on there, then this little clip needs to be pushed into place, the little spring steel clip. I'm going to walk it just a little bit. It's easier to do it with like with a pliers or a screwdriver. See if I can actually video this at the same time and blocking all the light. The goal is to slide it back up. It's a three-handed operation to try to video this thing. And since I don't have a GoPro, I'm terrible at this. Okay, so I'm going to push this thing upwards so that it locks into the slot. And I'm going to wiggle it now with the screwdriver just a little bit. I'm just not used to doing that one-handed. I need to stabilize it with the other hand. This is silly. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? I'm sort of poking it upwards with the screwdriver a little bit, and that should snap into place. So to remove the old one, you're just loosening that metal clip on each side, and if it pops off, it's no big deal. On the new one, you want to have it sort of preloaded like I showed you at the desk.